Hey guys, what I have today is a video on smartwatches and how it's okay now finally to go a generation back, purchase one, and be completely okay because the quality is still good. It gets updates still. So here are the 3 watches that I solely recommend for the holiday season. If you're getting into smartwatches for the first time, pick one of these 3. It fits right into a budget if you've got one. First off is Generation 1 Moto 360 smartwatch here. You can get these things right now for like $100 if you're real savvy and you search around and you actually look on my tutorial that I have on online shopping. You can find these sometimes for $100, in between $100 and probably $129, $140 somewhere in there for these. Brand new. This is the Samsung Gear Fit. Now you can see it's a little rough around the edges. I wear this to work. I wear this to work in the lawn and look through the glass. Like it's a little smudgy, but no scratches. This thing is a beast. $50. You can buy these refurbished for $50, and this is actually a refurbished one here. I had 0 issues. Keeps a good charge for like 4 days. This I'm able to get about 2 days out of. This is 4 days right here. $50. This one's a no-brainer. Even if you get one of these 2, I will go ahead and grab one of these. That way, if you're doing anything in the yard or if you work and you're hard on stuff, this will take it. It's real light. You barely even know it's on. And it's got a heartbeat sensor right here in the back, which the Moto 360 has as well. They all do. So for the price points of these, it's a no-brainer for these, okay? This one is the Gear S. This one's bigger. This one's the big brother to this one. As you can see, they're just alike. They're like, this one's double the screen size, but they're identical. So say you like the Gear Fit, but you want something that you want to take around that you may not want to be as rough with as this one. This one's a great one. It's lightweight for its size. It looks huge, but it's lightweight. The charging cradle for it that you charge it on is actually an external battery pack as well. It'll get you up to like 50 or 60%, I think. I never use it, but I think it'll get you up to that. I do get a few days out of this. This one's the longest running one because what I did, I have a long video that I did review for this one and my techniques for keeping the battery life long on this. And I basically stripped all the color off of it. So I got a black screen with white writing, and that's it on it. These other ones, I actually utilize the color screens because they're so beautiful. The interface on this one I love the most. Samsung on this Gear S and the Fit, it's just a natural thing. Swiping through, taking a page off and stuff, it's just a natural thing. It was natural for me. This, it took a little learning how to do it. So now let's break it down and look through each, like really quick, nothing hardcore, because you can look up reviews on each one of these and get a better description of what I'm going to give you. But let's glance around through some of the screens on each one and kind of help you pick which one to start looking into. On the Moto 360, you're greeted with the little Moto symbol when you do turn this on. I went with the cognac band because I have these bands are cheap, by the way, and this one takes any kind of band. I think a standard band, but it's just a little difficult to get to. And they addressed this with Generation 2, but you know, who cares? It's still relevant. I still get updates. It works just fine. It's slightly, probably a little more sluggish than Generation 2, but I think it's just fine. This looks like a real watch. It's not that thick compared to most men's watches. So I went with the cognac band right off the bat because I didn't want to have to buy another band, and I like this brown band. And you notice, because this is a white screen now, you'll notice this at the bottom. You get over it. It's not a big deal. Alright, so I've elected to go with like this screen that changes. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, you swipe right, or from the right, I guess left, and you'll go through all your apps and everything that you have. And it's snappy enough to where, I mean, you can see right here, it's not an issue. And this is first generation. But anyway, you got the idea. You notifications, you can swipe them away, swipe down, whatever. Go into your settings through here for your phone. If you want to put it in theater mode, that's an option. Tells your percentage on battery life there if you swipe down. Go back to your home screen to cut the screen off. You can just put your hand over the the face of it and it'll turn off. I love this thing a lot. This goes with a lot of my outfits. Just this style. So this was a real quick look at the Moto 360. This is a good interface. Like, it's okay. Like, once you get used to it, it's fine. It's just stuff feels more natural for me on the Samsung ones. But as you can see, on a wrist, it looks great. I like this watch a lot. The look of this watch is kind of like a classic watch. So now we go to the trusty Gear Fit. And I say trusty because this thing takes a beating. It's like a little tank. You can see it come on. Alright, so now we're on to the Gear Fit. You can change the orientation of this, whether it's long ways up and down or sideways. This is just a more natural thing. Now I've got this to where it will not come on for motion. Like if I turn my wrist up, I have to push the button on it. And this helped extend the battery a lot. And it's taking all the color out. You can have it's a full color screen, you know. So you can have color running long ways like this. And you can see some of the settings through here, your heartbeat, pedometer, all the way through your night mode, it'll sleep track. I mean, it's just, this is honestly is all you need. Like, I would start this route to find out if you even want a smartwatch. If you get addicted to having your notifications instantly without having to pull your phone out on something like this, then go on. This is $50. You'll always keep this and use this. Trust me. Promise. I promise. I'm not lying. This is the best one because it's cheap. You can't destroy the thing. I've beat it to death. I mean, you can see around here some of the chipping that's going on around the edges, but look at the glass. It's crazy. There's no scratch on it at all. I'm completely amazed by this Gorilla Glass 3, I think is what's on this. I'm not sure. I'm just going off a rough memory, but it's amazing how well this thing's held up. And I don't know if it's the curvature in it that kind of, you know, keeps it a little more resistant. This Moto 360 glass sits up slightly, and I think yeah, right here. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. That's because this glass protrudes just slightly above this, I think. I don't know. And it may be the quality of glass too. But it's still nice. But just be careful with this. This one you don't have to be. This one you do. And then the same cradle that's on the Gear S, it just snaps onto the back, charges here. Don't lose it. Probably easy to lose if you're traveling a lot. Here's your heartbeat sensor here. Everything works really solid on this. I've been super surprised. And you can change your playlist options and stuff like that on here too. If you're listening to music, you can change tracks and stuff. And one thing to note too, the vibration notifications on this is heavy. I probably get the most vibrations out of this than the other two combined. And now we're moving on to the Gear S. This is the big papa of watches. And you can see here how big, but I love the band on this though. It just snaps right on. It's not going anywhere. One thing to note about this is it just has the simple little clasp thing here where the two holes there. And here they are side by side. This one's not on, this one is, but this is a beautiful beast. You know, it's the same setup as this one, which I like. I mean, it's just simple. It's just a simple way to get around and navigate through a watch that makes the most sense for me. And back to your home screen, and you've got more stuff over here. Your notifications mainly are over on this side of town. Now you go over here, you got your CD stuff, music media stuff over here, your weather, and your exercise stuff. You can always go back to your home screen by swiping down or pushing there. Turn it off, and I've got this one set to where it will come on when I look at it. But yeah, this is just a super, super brief look at the Moto 360 Generation 1, the Gear Fit, and the Gear S smartwatches. These are my three picks, my three current favorites anyway, for the price, for the holiday season. If you don't have a smartwatch, go this route. Don't buy the new ones. That'll be 2 and 3 times the price of these. This one here, prices range from $100 to $140. This one's $50 refurbished. Just Google it. You'll probably find it easy. And the Gear S, you're looking at $140, something like that for this. Right now, brand new, $140. Trust me, start digging around and look and you can find it. And these are all great deals in that price range, and you get the most bang for your buck. Out of this, being Generation 1, it still hangs around and still lasts with the new generation, and we're finally at that point, thank goodness. So this has been Isaiah's Reviews. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.